Everything I spit rare, we sounded that great. Area podcast, they talk about hip hop all the way in the UK, so they gon' get props. Ooh, let me catch you.
I was actually going to say after Theo's. I knew it was coming. I've accepted it now. I just accept it. After Theo's little performance last week, the September recap should be yours. The listeners haven't got a clue what I'm talking about, but should have been Theo.
Theo owns September. Oh wait, he's always been a dog. Theo's always been a dog.
It's sad.
Oh yeah, just got to do it. Oh hell, man! Oh, that's actually hilarious. I was a rock. Oh no, that's hilarious, man. Didn't even realize that.
Theo, just quickly explain to the people what happened, because otherwise people are like, what the fuck's this episode about?
So basically, at my work, in front of 600 people, stupidly opted to be a masked singer. Obviously, being September, I picked the song September by Earth, Wind and Fire. Dressed as Red. I was Reggie, the Rottweiler, dressed in the cape, went on stage, did my thing, sung my heart out, did what I need to do. Unfortunately, didn't bring the trophy home, but got the respect. I'm definitely the people's champ, that's for sure.
Yeah, people's champ. Did the family proud? Did the grey area proud? Yeah, man. Anyway, bring it back to the topic. September, pretty quiet month. I wanted to start a little bit different though, because I feel like there's some really important stuff going on at the minute, and I feel like it's something we could maybe address without going too wild. So obviously Kendrick drops. I mean, I don't even know if this track has a title, but people are calling it "Watch the Party Die." And there's a lot of wild stuff out there regarding Diddy and the allegations and all that stuff. I wanted to ask the podcast, do we think there's a shift happening? As in, could this be a sort of turning point in the culture with what's going on? Hopefully those two things are cut. The reason why I brought them both up, it makes sense. If not, I can elaborate.
People seem to be connecting a lot of dots that I don't know if they're legit connections. Like, people are saying Kanye knew about this for a long... Well, every celebrity that you can imagine is involved, apparently. But people are saying, like, no more parties in LA is about Diddy and all this kind of stuff. And
I was thinking that, that new Kendrick song kind of reminds me.
Well, I don't know exactly what you mean by a shift, but I'm definitely seeing people being a bit more kind of like, who was at the Diddy party? Oh my God, that person's at the Diddy party. That person's at the Diddy party. Like, every black celebrity you can think of, and white celebrity to a degree, has been to a Diddy party. Are they doing the freak off stuff? And it's like, I don't know. Even some UK people are dragged up in it. Chip and Skepta have a video where they're drinking with Diddy, and then Chip gives Skepta this look like we got a go type vibes of that wide-eyed, like, that type of thing. So I don't know exactly what you mean by a shift in the culture, but people are definitely looking at people differently.
Well, I guess that's part of it. I mean, the stuff of, like, when people are, grabbing clips of him speaking to said artist, or there's a picture here and there, that stuff's kind of, I mean, it's a bit pointless really, but I guess so as you know, I'm not on socials, like the way I keep in sort of up to speed with the discourse and that is generally YouTube, and like, I listen to people like the Company Man, Justin Hunt, and Open Mike Eagle's got a channel, and people like FD Signifier, stuff like that, and there seems to be this there's this rhetoric that is like, people have known about this for a very long time, right? What's going on, and at some point along the way within hip hop, things got lost a little bit. So, like, hip hop back in the day was about, rising against the system and uplifting people, and one of the pillars of hip hop is knowledge, right? And there was a shift over time to more. One of those people, I can't remember who, they said that hip hop rap music actually is like less hip hop and more capitalism and more materialism and things like that, and that the culture's kind of lost its way, and it's lost its way for a long time. Meanwhile, Kendrick's coming out with his response to the whole beef thing, talking about burning down the village and rebuilding and these sorts of things. And I just feel like there's this realization, like, shit, are we kind of all complicit in this, in supporting certain artists? We know that this is going on. Think about R. Kelly as well. We all knew about that video back in the day with, won't go into that. But am I making any sense here? Like, I'm not saying that. In my personal opinion, I think that like this will all die down and nothing drastic will come of it, really, in terms of change in behaviors and things like that. But it feels like at the minute there's a lot of like, I don't know. There's a realization that shit, like this, maybe this could have stopped a long time ago, and like something's gone wrong down the line.
I think it's that fear, isn't it? Everyone was like, if you're just talking about the Diddy situation, like by itself, everyone feared Diddy. And to be honest, from what I can gather and from what I've known over the years, it sounds like Diddy's always been dangerous. Like apparently he's the one that killed Tupac. He's the one that killed Biggie. You know what I mean? Jay-Z was a bit involved, and him in killing Aaliyah. Like a lot of blood's been shed. You know what I'm saying? And as well as that, a lot of fuckeries have been done. So I think it's just that fear thing. And then because he's the guy that's running the industry per se, no one really wanted to speak out for fear of backlash. So I don't know if it's affected music in the modern sense so much, but back in the 90s and maybe early 2000s, I'm pretty sure that there was, do you know what I mean? There was some shit that had to go down before you could get in, if that makes any sense.
It's interesting because Diddy, he definitely pushed hip hop into the pop sphere with the Bad Boy, that glamour rap kind of stuff. And I guess when you're the pioneer of that movement, you're always going to be in that chair, like controlling things behind the scene. That's why I was thinking there was something sus about the whole like Diddy fighting Drake, fighting Cole in the parties. I know there's different reasons for it and all that, but it's just like connecting dots. It just feels a bit weird, doesn't it? These rappers that are trying to be conscious or break out and be different are having differences with Diddy,
or just challenging his power, right?
Yeah,
you know, I think, I mean, there's no getting around it now. I think we obviously have to await just like the extent to which he gets charged, or you know, there's still allegations at this point, so let's not get in trouble and all that. But from what we're hearing, it's fucked up to say the least. And I just feel for all like the victims involved and like the sort of the knock-on effect that has, and this shit has harmed a lot of people. But I guess the reason why I'm bringing it up is like to bring it back to Kendrick as well, and the release of his single, which again was another big moment. Everyone tuned in, and that it makes me wonder like what's going to happen now in the short term. Are we like, is this going to be the theme of Kendrick's music now in this next album? This whole like, I don't know, burning the village down and rebuilding the village being hip hop, and like, is this going to be another like Good Kid, Mad City moment? You know how Good Kid, Mad City kind of brought back the album in the mainstream, like actually putting together a cohesive body of work. Is this going to do that? Is it going to reverberate and, you know, in sort of tandem with what's going on with the whole Diddy scandal stuff?
We need it again though. Like, think about all these albums we've been reviewing all year, even last year, maybe even the year before. They've all been just like playlists that you can shuffle, cut some stuff, cut half the album out. It'll be better, right? I feel like we need something like that at the moment.
Because no one, you're spot on though, because no one's making full body, concise pieces of work anymore. Everyone is just like looking just to make a collection of songs, and because but to be honest, it's like how the algorithm works and how people listen to music nowadays. They'll only look like, everyone is so, their attention span is not long enough. They just want it now. They want it quick. So they just want to hear a few singles, bish, bash, bosh, add to a playlist, move on. We've kind of moved away from how everyone just having the patience to sit down and listen through a whole body of work. That's why like any album over then half an hour, 40 minutes, people get disinterested straight away. And it's like, it's a shame, but that's maybe Kendrick does need to come back with something like that. Because you are right, because when Good Kid, Mad City came out, that was the start of the trend for people to like make full bodies of work. And you had a run of like albums that you could just sit and listen to. But now, no, I can't even. It's been a struggle.
Well, people as well. People look at you strange when you say, "Oh, I was listening to an album the other day." They're like, "Why would you do such a thing?"
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? They're like, "You freak! Like, what the hell are you doing? Listen to a whole album?" Or people will, like you said, there, listen to a whole album, but they'll skip. Like if a song's not taking them where they want to go in that very moment, they just skip, and they're like, "Oh, this one's all right." You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Or they'll skim an album, which is even worse. Like,
that's worse.
Listen to the first 20 seconds. Oh, it's not really doing what I want it to do. Skip forward a minute. Oh, no, I'm not really feeling it. Okay, next song. I'm thinking that is no way to ingest content. But it's like people don't go cinema now. They'll watch a film online on a streaming service or whatever, and they'll go, "Oh, this is boring. I can skip the first 15 minutes and all this kind of stuff." I'm like, "What?
Oh my God.
What's the point?" Do you know what I mean? What's the point in making an album nowadays when the consumer doesn't want to hear an album? They just want to hear one banger that fits into their playlist. It's like, how do you know what everyone's playlist is looking like or everyone's mood is? You don't. So I think Sean is definitely onto something here in that I think artists need to start making more music for themselves and making music for yourself. Well, some of the newer artists might be on that whole make a song for TikTok and blah, blah, blah. But like realistically, make whatever project, whatever music you want, because at the end of the day, there's no promise that anyone's going to like it. So you might as well like it. You might as well be the first fan of that project or that song.
Mm-hmm. And I guess the final thing I'll say is because I bet there's people out there like, what the fuck? Like, why is he linking the Kendrick single to the whole Diddy situation? And it kind of comes back to something you mentioned, Kieran, about how Diddy is very much, when you think about the how, you know, when hip hop really became commercial and mainstream, Diddy, Bad Boy, the Bling era, that's a real sort of, that's something that people go to, is those years. And I think that what I'm gathering from Kendrick and the discourse is that, again, hip hop lost its way a long time ago. And like when we're speaking mainstream rap music, how much of it is actually hip hop and in line with like the values and all that, and this whole thing with Diddy is kind of, I guess, brought all this sort of stuff to the surface as well. It's like, where did it all go wrong, and why was this allowed to go on so long? And I guess I'm hoping that Kendrick not only kind of, because Kendrick's does this with any album anyway, and it's not like there aren't no other artists out there making, you know, great bodies of work, but I'm hoping that Kendrick brings hip hop back to the forefront as well, because I guess to bring it all full circle is like what what I've been thinking about this last month is like, how much of rap music is actually hip hop these days? Like, not much of it, but I think we need to accept that the definition of hip hop is kind of been stretched out a bit and pushed and pulled in many different directions. It's become a lot more broad. It's not all boom bap and bars like in the original sense. It's now a bit singy, a bit more kind of club based music. You know what I mean? It's not the deep spiritual for sure
experience it used to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess I'm now, my words are coming to me now. I'm talking more about the content and that. It's like, are we gonna? And Kendrick doesn't do this anyway in terms of like explicitly and like being the main sort of thing. But like, are we gonna keep talking about these sorts of things that, you know, like the materialism and the misogyny and all these sorts of things? Are we going to like actually kind of address this and bring it back to some of the core principles? And I'm just like, Kendrick saying stuff, like I say, he's talking about burning the village down. He's talking about, I don't want to be around these rappers or these people, whatever. Like, is he going to keep that same energy now? Is it with this next album? And is it going to have a big impact? Is what I'm thinking we'll
have to see. I would be curious to hear what the new school rappers like idol is, because I'm pretty sure it's not Kendrick Lamar. I'm pretty sure a lot of the new school rappers might point to like Lil Wayne or Young Thug, because they've been in the game. Well, Lil Wayne's been in the game for fucking ages, but like they've been in the game long enough to exist, have music, have classic albums in their mind, and now they're the people making music. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know who is listening to Kendrick Lamar and you could hear them and go, oh, that person sounds like they're influenced by Kendrick Lamar. Or they point to Kendrick Lamar as being an influence on them. I don't know if he has that much clout in the rap scene. In the fan side of things, 100%. But in the rap scene,
it's not like there's not like Kendrick children. There's definitely Kendrick copycats, but there's no like children of him.
There's J.
Not
Cole
in the mainstream
kids.
anyway.
There's J. Cole kids. There's Drake kids. Drake birthed 4 different types of rapper, and I mean, he himself has now become a completely different type of rapper. So, boy, I don't know. Out of the 3 of them, Kendrick's the only one that hasn't got a direct person where I can look and go, oh, that person's sort of like Kendrick. And maybe that's a good thing. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that is a good thing.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's a sign that it's like, I feel similarly about someone like Andre 3000 or like Outkast as a group. Like, who really, I know we've had like Earth Gang, which is where people make that comparison, but other than that, like no one can really replicate it. Do you know what I mean?
Are we just basically here discovering for ourselves, even though we already knew it, that basically Kendrick's the GOAT and you can't copy the GOAT?
No, you can't.
Well-
he's so
well-
unique. That's why the AI struggles to do Kendrick. That's why I think that you do get copycats of like.
Theo's been on the AI.
But you can't though. The AI just can't keep up or do Kendrick whatsoever because that guy is so unique. While the others, you can actually do an AI version. They can tap onto them, and that's why you got the copycats for the likes of Drake and Cole. And that's not to say that they're not amazing rappers and what they do is not great because they're versatile and they can do different styles. But Kendrick's like just I don't know. He's just different. He is just unique. Like to do what he does is just a different level. There's levels, and he takes it to that next level. I hate to bring the beef
Album
back
to
again,
album
but we
as
saw
well.
that though.
Kendrick sounds different. Every single project I've heard from Kendrick, he sounds completely different, and not in a bad way. But you know what I mean? It's like Good Kid, Mad City is nowhere near like To Pimp a Butterfly, which is nowhere near like Damn, which is nothing like the most recent project, Mr. Morale, and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I'll be interested to see what his next project sounds like. But the later we get into the year, is the less likely I think we are to get the project this year. I think it'll come out next year.
Probably next year. But you're right about
Very
everything
possibly.
being different. Because again, I hate to bring back the beef, but every single track that Kendrick drops they're all different. That's why I always think that like when you looked at it, when Drake had his tracks, they're all like similar sort of flows and what he's doing. Every Kendrick track is different in every single way. Like he approaches a track in a different way every single time, and just the way he attacks or does whatever he needs to do on a track is just so unique that you just can't see anyone else doing it like that. Some people might just come up with an ideology or a way that they're going to attack where he just does it different every single time. Like Euphoria is not 6 and 60 in LA. I can't even say the flipping track anymore. Like Not Like Us is not Meet the Grahams. They're all different.
Yeah. So maybe Kendrick is ushering in a new opportunity for new rappers, or a new opportunity for current people as well, where you can be yourself unapologetically and try different things and see how it works and just explore the culture rather than explore your own culture, should I say, rather than just doing what works or what you think might work. So I don't know. But saying all that to say this, I think even though you said in the start of this recording that it's been a light month, I think we've had a lot of quality come out this month in September.
Yeah, it's been a good month. I think it's been a good month for sure. Should we start with a legend? Should we go for LL Cool J first? Talk about that album.
That album's in my top 5 of the year.
Is that what it's called? The Force? Yeah.
Yeah, The Force. That album is in my top 5 of the year. I've been saying it from the beginning. Oh my god, I didn't know LL Cool J still had it like this. This album is on repeat. The way he is attacking some tracks and the lyricism and the pen. I'm sorry, I could have broke stuff. Listening to some of the tracks, man. Honestly, I was losing it. Just ridiculous.
I think the thing is about this, is I just didn't expect it. I'll be honest. When I saw the first video come out, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, wait, hang on. Am I seeing that right? Eminem. I was thinking, okay, I have to press play on Eminem just because it's kind of like, even though I'd give him shit, I was like, all right, I have to listen to it. When I heard Eminem, I said, this is probably one of the best M verses I've heard in a long time. Then when I heard LL Cool J, I was like, this is kind of crazy. Like I never expected to hear LL Cool J going off like that. And he's like 50.
Yeah, I was going to say his first single came out in 1984.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's mad. It's mad. And I feel like there's something that I feel like needs to change now is, look, hip hop will always, like most genres, it's a young person's game in that you generally enter it in your mid to late 20s at most, and you have a few years run, and then after that things fizzle out. I think more and more now, whether it be like Jay and Nas or Black Thought or Common or someone like that, we're seeing these artists live on, and they may go through down periods or go away for a while, but like 40 years in a game sounding like this, you don't get that often, man, like in any genre. Even think about these massive rock bands that play stadiums and that, their albums, they're not good.
Well, they don't really release new projects because they're scared to fuck up the old catalogue. And the thing is, if you release a new album, someone's going to want you to play a song off there, and you're just watering down your already good set list. Like for me, you mentioned Nas there about still being good into your late 40s, early 50s. when I went to see him live the other day, I was pissed off he didn't do anything from the projects that he's released in the last 4 years. He's doing all this old shit that I think is garbage. And everyone else is like, oh, the classics. I'm like, play the new shit. Play the new shit.
Yeah.
But again, to put it in perspective, like, sorry, Nas came out in what? Oh, I don't know, like 92, Illmatic 94. 1984, LL Cool J,
that's
first
mad.
single. It is
That's
mad. If you think about, if you go back to what is called the golden era of hip hop, and these projects, Eric B and Rakim paid in full, right up there. Rakim is considered by some the greatest of all time at what he does. You know, Nas owes a lot of what he's become to Rakim. And I would say that in their primes, Rakim probably had the better catalogue than LL Cool J. But look at this now. This is the crazy thing. Is like the other thing I wanted to say is, like, I was surprised and very impressed with LL Cool J, but for me the star here was the production, Q-Tip. I think this is a big part in why this, because it's one thing to be able to rap well, but it's like the music's got to sound good at the end of the day as well. And I think I said it in the group. I thought it was a masterstroke getting Q-Tip to do this. Because
I've never heard LL rap on a bad beat though, and part of being a good rapper is your beat selection. So as much as Q-Tip might have thrown a lot of beats at him, he picked the best of the bunch. You know, he picked 14 good beats. I don't like all the songs, but 14 great beats, and they don't sound, because when you hear a lot of older rappers rap, they try rap on stuff that feels safe or maybe a bit dated. None of this stuff sounds dated. If anything, some of it sounds like it's pushing the culture forward.
Well,
that's
it's
what
like
I mean.
they're riding the new
Q-Tip
formula, though. It's because I was going to say, like you said, Sean, like Q-Tip, like it's like they're challenging them, because I say that because you obviously have the Nas projects with Hit Boy challenging Nas. It's not only just Q-Tip telling LL Cool J, because I'll put Common in the same bracket as well. What Pete Rock's done with Common on that album as well goes in the same bracket. They're not like safe beats, and they're allowing them to absolutely showcase how good they are and just rap their asses off. Literally.
Like LL could have done this album with like the hottest producers now, or like, even some other legends and whatnot, rapping like this, but it might have come off a little bit like sounding a bit dated, or just a bit,
off. It wouldn't have felt right, but all these beats sound unique to him. Like, I don't think, obviously the features obviously is showing that other people can rap on them, but I don't think anyone else would have picked these beats out of the bunch and been able to make the songs that have been made here, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it feels like a collaboration, this one. Like, I feel like it needs like LL Cool J and Q-Tip on there, but oh well. I think that's something I hope to see, to bring it back to where we was at before. I want to see one rapper, one producer albums more often. Like, the first time I really felt a connection to a project like that was Common's B. Kanye produced most of it, if not all of it, and it was a good level of rap and a good element of storytelling, a great album. And it feels like nowadays, especially the older rappers, are like, let me just get with one producer, dial in, and do what I'm doing. Obviously, Alchemist does it all the time, but now Alchemist raps. You don't even get a chance to get a verse. Yeah, man.
Any favorites off the LL Cool J album?
It's crazy one. I love the whole album,
Yeah,
I kept trying to think, what do I like? The start and the end is really strong, but that middle...
Yeah, it lets it down a tad, because it's so funny you say that, Kieran. It reminds me exactly of Get's album. The first 3 songs like slap, and then the last 3 songs like are just unbelievable. It's just like incredible, but then the middle lets it down a bit. But still,
I'm not being harsh to it though.
No, I know what you're saying.
It's not like the Gets one. The Gets one goes really down. He gets lost in that album, man. We forgot that even came out this year. Do you know what I mean? No offense.
The laugh.
No, I'm kind of with you in that the first 3. We got to like move on from the Gets disrespect. We can't.
Gets is local, man. Gets could pull up at any moment.
Yeah, a bit too close to home, that one. Yeah, Spirit of Cyprus, the full Saturday night special, that little run there at the beginning, fantastic. I like Run It Back, like really Run It Back.
Good, yeah.
The Buster tune as well.
Yeah, Huey in the Chair is good. I like that. And Basquiat Energy.
And then the final 3. Like I like the Vow, the final track. That's a good posse cut.
That's fire.
I don't know why I'm saying little. It's a good posse cut. Yeah, man, this was a welcome surprise. Admittedly, I didn't get to it until yesterday. You know that I just like did not get round to it, and
You heard the
then
singles
played it.
though.
Like,
At
I heard the singles. Yeah, like I
yeah.
liked. Was it Passion?
Yeah, Passion's good.
Passion.
I don't know.
Yeah. I thought that was cool, and then just didn't get around to it for whatever reason, and then played it yesterday, first thing yesterday, and I think I messaged the group. I was like, "What? Wow!" And then probably played it like 3 times since then. So
the thing is, this L. I know he raps. Like Mama said, "Knock You Out." That album, he's spitting on that. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like he found another gear in this album. It's kind of like Nas's music as well. There's this whole new level he's brought. I don't want to say it's better. I don't want to compare him to his old self, but it definitely feels like I didn't ever know LL could unload like this on beats.
Every time
like
I think
this.
of LL Cool J, I think of him doing songs with J-Lo, and that is not
exactly.
a good representation of the man on this album. But them songs are hard, but this is like proper rap. That's like the pop rap stuff. But yeah, I'm really impressed with LL Cool J, and it sounds weird to say it, but if this is the album that he goes out on, he's entered the game strong. He's had a good little middle career. I don't know what happened over the last few years because I really wasn't checking for him. But like, if he goes out on this, people will say, "Yeah, LL Cool J, he's like one of the best."
No, for sure, definitely now.
100%.
Yeah.
well, I don't think he had. I think this is his first album in like 10, 11 years.
Nah,
And then
I'm seeing on
2000s
Spotify.
is-
He's been dropping stuff.
And in the 2000s was like there were some big singles, but I think it was it's a real like it's not a great period for
But
him.
who
Apparently,
remembers his previous album though? Like we keep saying it's his first album in like 11 years, but I don't even remember that one from 11 years ago.
no, I didn't know that existed.
I can just remember his 2000 singles, and that's it really.
yeah, me too.
Whatever
And then obviously,
steroids
like, you
he's
do the
on,
history,
I
you go
need
back.
those steroids, man. His muscles have just keep growing. Like
Yeah.
he's on the Dr. Dre pack. I need that, bro.
But also that we can't like. Sometimes I think I forget the influence as well. Whether it be like he was one of the first commercial rappers, really. If you think about it, like making the sort of R&B crossover type singles and like really sort of doing well in the charts, like consistently. I mean,
I'm sure
consistently.
you've said this before, but you said he was the prequel to Drake, as in if there was no LL Cool J, there would be no Drake because of the style of songs he was making for women type thing.
Did I say that?
Someone might have said it. I'm just attributing it to you, but it could have been anyone, to be
I don't
honest.
know. I feel well. In a way, I mean, there's a long lineage, to be honest. I don't know if that was me that said that, but there's definitely a lineage to it. And like, who can forget the fashion as well, like the Kangol. I swear he's got that on the album cover as well. On this, he's wearing the Kangol.
What, like
Or
the
my-
fuzzy joint? Oh, he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's got the fuzzy Kangol on.
And then like he's been on TV and films. Like LL Cool J is a like fucking rap royalty at this point.
Yeah, he's getting there. He's getting there. And I think the thing is with this album, because it was so unexpected, I'm not sure if people are really hearing it. Like, I know the Eminem fans are going to flock to any song Eminem's on, but they should really give the rest of the album a try because it's worthwhile.
Oh, and credit where credit's due. That like, I didn't mind that Eminem verse. You know what I'm like with Eminem and features and that.
Oh no,
This is one
of
he,
his best.
No,
Really
he
good.
was good.
This one was
best.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far. He's still not really
no,
saying too much to me, but he's not.
Oh,
he's
come
not
on
going
now,
off.
man.
No, he's
They're having fun.
yeah, of course they're having fun, but like, it's yeah.
What did you want him to say on a
it was-
track?
it was-
Exactly.
I didn't want him to
He
say
wants you to
anything.
do fucking
I
Rockabye Baby again.
I
That
didn't
don't
want
make
him
no
to say,
sense.
and he did that. He didn't go too crazy with like the silliness, but again, I think he knew who he was rapping with. He had to tone it down a little bit, and it was cool. I thought it was one of his better features in recent times.
I think you're giving him a hard time, man. This is a good Eminem
Yeah, this
verse.
was
It's a
is-
really
that
good
was.
verse,
It was one of
man.
the best I've heard in a long time. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, and
I'm
they do the
saying the
whole
exact same
back-to-back
thing as you
thing.
all.
No, man,
It's hard to do a
winding it down
back-to-back
too
song
much.
like
It's a
that,
gas.
man. Taking a line each, like
It's not
you're being too critical of the man. Like I think this.
I'm not even
this
being
is
critical. I'm saying this is his best verse in a while.
you are. You're saying like, oh, he's not doing what I want him to do. He's not
I never
making
did
it what I
that.
want him to
I
make.
don't want Eminem to do anything, man. I'm good.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I really don't. It was one of his best verses in a while.
Has he just remixed what you said, or am I bugging? Like
I never said that. I never said he's not. I never requested
Okay.
Eminem to say anything. I never said that at all.
I'm
yeah.
gonna have to listen back to this.
Kieran said, "What do you want from him?" And I said, "I didn't want anything."
Okay, maybe that's where I'm getting it from.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
Speaking of white men in hip hop, The Alchemist.
Yeah. Nice. I like
Amazing.
Oh,
Segue.
it. I think this could be my album of the year. It's a weak segue, but I like it still. I really like this project. I genuinely think this might be my album of the year. Which isn't, it's not the strongest album to come out, but I just like it.
The production's on point.
The production is
I mean, that goes without saying, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, the production is phenomenal. But honestly, the way he's rapping on Something Light, though, we need to talk about
It's
that.
a shock
man.
again, isn't it?
Oh my god, it was actually disgusting. Screwed face was like,
I had to check myself. I was like, is this Alchemist rapping? I was like, yeah, it is. Fucking hell.
I'm going to be honest, I haven't enjoyed Alchemist's raps before. Even
No
though
one
like
has.
they're okay. No one has. Okay, good.
I don't know if I said I have, but I know I haven't. Him and Hip Boy need to shut the fuck up, man. Let's let other people rap on the beats.
but this time it hit.
Yeah,
For sure.
he's getting there. He's putting his 10,000 hours. He's reaching mastery.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I really like this one as well. As much as the raps are improving, I would have liked maybe a couple more features on there, because that's what I look forward to with the Alchemist albums. Like, who's going to be on here next? And I always feel like, or I mostly feel like that it's almost like everyone was brought in. Like they've come to the same place to record, and it's almost like there's a line outside and they're waiting to go in. Like Yacht Rock was like that. It felt like they was all recording at the same time and whatnot. This one was a bit different. This one was very much like, okay, I'm rapping now. I'm getting to that level. I'm going to sort of take the torch and lead them this one. But
he tried to have a little concept in the end with Seasons Change rapping it. Was that the one where he's rapping about his son and all that kind of stuff? And then he had the skit with you got pizza around you. I was thinking, he's trying to create a vibe. But if I'm honest, the standouts on this are the features of the real rappers. Yeah. Like Action Bronson is fantastic. Yeah, Schoolboy raps in a way I've never heard Schoolboy rap in my life. Conway, obviously, that's a safe bet. And then Larry June and him are always working together. So I feel like these are actually songs that he was trying to get on their albums. And they were like, no, it's okay, you have it. You know what I mean? So he threw this together. I feel like Alchemist is trying to get a feature on a real rapper's album, and it just, no one's letting them have it.
That new Kendrick.
It's good though. The rapping is good. I'm enjoying it.
He's improved. He's improved, but still, every song where a real rapper's got a verse, it gets absolutely bodied every single time.
Do you know what one he wouldn't have got bodied on was? I think though, is Something Light. When I heard that, I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, he made really the flow he made the beat for the flow. They're so intertwined. 100%. It's crazy.
And I thought Scientology was hard. Diego Maradona, the Conway verse is crazy.
Diego Maradona's probably my favourite song of the album. Actually, no, that's a lie. It's probably Something Light, to be honest with you, just because that was a shock value. I still can't get over how he was rapping like that.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
Do you think someone ghostwrote it for him, though?
No. I think Alchemist writes his own lyrics.
100%.
Yeah, I really do. Because judging where I heard him coming from the first time, I was like, you've been around enough rappers to know what you want to be like, but you don't know what to say yet. And then now he knows what he wants to be like, and he knows what to say now. So
I'm going to keep it consistent. He's another one that was talking gibberish for a little while.
He was trying,
absolute gibberish. But I don't mean any disrespect. But think about like when we first started hearing him rap, it was like I have no idea what you're talking about. It sounds alright, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
I wasn't buying any of it either. Like I was just like, okay, do you know what I mean? I was like, sure, like whatever you're saying.
What was I going to say? Shit. No, it's gone. It's gone. No, all gone. I don't know where it went.
All done now. All done.
Next.
No, I was going to say I'm sad that people like Boldy and Earl didn't make an appearance on this project.
Yeah, it's very
because I know they're working together.
Yeah,
I would have loved to see Boldy on this. Yeah, exactly.
I expected to hear Vince Staples as well for some reason. I don't know why. I didn't say it when you guys asked me to guess who would feature, but I think Vince Staples sounds really good on a lot of Alchemist beats.
He does.
Yeah, well, there's that. They were meant to do that project together, and there is something floating about. Yeah, there's something floating about if you wanna do the whole leak thing.
No. I'm
I
a
don't
man
know.
of
Yeah, I
integrity.
mean, have they done anything together since that whole thing? Because I think I maybe shared it on the group. Maybe we all know this. It was like before he did the self-titled album, he was meant to be doing a joint project with Earl and Al, and apparently they just smoked so much weed that he was like, I can't wait around for these guys, and they like got in contact with Kenny Beats and did that album instead.
I don't
Have
think
they
Vince Staples does drugs either, which is a bit probably shit
Yeah,
for
yeah.
him.
But there's that as well. Yeah. He kind of, he kind of told it as quite like kind of a funny story. But so it wasn't like, I'm not saying that they've had like a fallout or anything, but I'm just wondering, have they actually done much together since like then? I'm trying to
I'll be
think.
honest, I think Vince Staples, like we all know, views rapping like a job. So he wants to clock in and clock out, and they don't want to clock in and clock out. They want to hang out, make some
I was gonna
music,
say,
hang out
yeah,
some more. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Yeah. Alchemist seems like a studio rat. Like he's just there all the time.
yeah, I'm sure he's one of those people that's got like a little studio somewhere that's like, you know, right where his old studio was, or maybe it's the same studio all this time, and he just sits in there all day smoking weed and making beats, and people pull up and, do you know what I mean, they smoke weed and make more beats.
That's why he had nothing to talk about when he started rapping, though. Because like,
High out of his mind.
he's just in the studio always.
Oh man. Defo. Okay. What about Nines? Has anyone listened to the new Nines? The final Nines album?
This was a good transition because the whole album is about weed. No, joking. The whole
Yes,
album's
I
not about
almost
weed.
said it, but like I didn't want to be on the nose again like last time.
No, talking on the nose. Nines is that. No, sorry, I'll stop it all that. I'll be honest. I'm confused why Nines is retiring because it feels like he's just getting started. Do you know what I mean? Like he's just built us into this routine of, okay, you release an album, you do a movie with the album, we watch the movie, you hear a bit of the album, or you listen to the album and then you watch the movie. And I think Nines has just hit that flow where he's picking some of the best beats, he's working with some of the best street rappers out there. And like nobody's doing it like Nines. So it's like, why is he retiring? And it's in the title, I guess, because everything I've seen from him, he's like, it's in the title, quit while you're ahead. I'm like, you not only are you ahead, but you're quitting like just before your what I think could have been your prime, like your best work coming out. So yeah, I don't know how everyone else feels or how much of it they've kind of.
I definitely agree. He's had a really good run.
Has anyone else listened to the album or watched the movie or anything like that?
I haven't listened to the album yet, but I read up about like why he said he's quitting and stuff like that. He says like, and there's like no amount of money that's going to bring him back. He's just done with it all. He's been planning this and that. He's gone, which I can't understand myself because he was on a good run. So I'm looking forward to listening to the album. I haven't sat down with it yet, but he's got his own reasons, hasn't he? It's a bit of a strange one though.
Yeah. Has he said what he's doing next then? Like what his next venture
Business.
is?
He's just running businesses. Like so long story short, he got caught up in the whole Encro chat thing, went to prison and all this kind of stuff. And you know, a lot of rappers get caught for doing crimes or whatever stuff. Basically, Nines was living exactly what he rapped about, like kilos and kilos of all different kinds of miscellaneous powders and herb based products, shall we say. So he got caught up in all of that, and obviously some of his music came into the court cases and was used as evidence against him or whatever else. That is not the reason why he stopped rapping, but I think he's on a mission now to just be a businessman and I think maybe do some community stuff, like as in like build stuff for his community in North London, that type of thing. But yeah, he just doesn't enjoy it like he used to. Like he used to say he would love to like go do road, come inside, rap about what he's living, and then maybe reflect on other things and this, that, whatever. He's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not living that life anymore. I ain't got nothing left to talk about type vibes. Not like he's run out of things to say, but you know what I mean? He's like, he's not in that mode. And he says he hasn't been in that mode for a couple years. Like he's like, the last project, I had to do it. This project, I'm going to do it. And it's going to be the last one. Like, it's just where he's at, which is fair. You know, it's fair for him to say that. Listen to our episode to do Artist O fans anything. No. They don't know us fuck all.
Nope. No, I agree. Yeah, I haven't seen the film, but I listened to the album. I thought it was another solid Nines project. He's quite usually this is a criticism, but I don't mean this at all. He's quite formulaic with his albums. You get the sort of the typical like quite grand introspective intro. You get scraps on the next track. There'll be like I don't think he was on this one, but what's the singer called that did the Pot of Paper song as well? Oh no, it's gone. My brain
I don't know the
fried
guy
to
you're
that.
talking about. I know the guy you're talking about. He did Gangsteritis.
Yes, yeah. Why is his name?
I don't know his
gone?
name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so you get that kind of track, you get the outro, you get the big posse cut with the crew and all that. So it's kind of like, it's not anything particularly new, but it's just doing what he does well. And yeah, a good note to go out on, really, I think. Definitely one of the sort of staples and legends of that part of the scene for sure. So yeah, I wish him.
If you want to talk about road rap, you have to think about Nines. And honestly, I think Nines is, well, okay, there's gigs and then there's Nines, and it depends how you want to kind of chop and dice the pie, but like Nines is like, for me, he will be missed. No one will be able to replace the spot that Nines has left. It's like, you know what I mean? You just retire that jersey type vibes.
Yeah, for sure.
Was it Tiggs the author that you were talking about, Sean?
Yes.
Tiggs the author, there you go.
Yes. I'm glad you got that in there. Yes, that's the one. Yeah. I don't think Tiggs is on this, is he though? But
No.
that kind of feature is thereabouts on this project. He always has a song or two like that. Yeah, man. No, it's a good note to go out on. I mean, I never take artists' word for it when they say they're done. It's very rare that they like actually like stop. So maybe we hear music again. If not, I wish Nines all the best with his business ventures. Hopefully, no more trouble for him from the music. I can tell he's been through a lot. So hopefully, it's a nice peaceful life from here on.
I want to highlight a few things about this album as well. A lot of people that listen to Nines say he's boring. He just uses the same flow and he's droning on. But 3-4 of these tracks, he hit some new flows that I was like, oh, wait, hang on a sec. I cannot believe this is Nines rapping. So like the tracks I want to highlight is Champagne Problems. The flow on that is absolutely crazy. Tony Soprano, the storytelling on that one is immaculate. And you just get this kind of picture for where he's been in life, where he's at. And then Johnny Cage. If you're listening to what we're saying here, just go onto Nines' new album, Quit While You're Ahead, and play Johnny Cage. The hook by itself, I don't even know who that guy is, but the hook by itself is absolutely crazy. And Nines' first half of his verse is immaculate. Like K-Trap, okay, he just did his regular K-Trap stuff. But the first verse from Nines and the hook, honestly, I think it's one of the best songs to come out this year. One of the best songs.
I feel like Nines is, I don't know if he's always been like this though, because I'm trying to remember. I don't remember,
he hasn't.
but in this album, he has lines that just make me like want to stop the car and just like laugh for a little while. Like one of the lines was, "Busting my girl, I can't bust in my girl because she'll do a handstand."
The handstand,
yeah. Hold on. Oh my goodness me. There's a few like that on the album.
He said something about shooting a girl in her titty. I was like, what are you saying right now? But it's funny.
There's such funny lines in this.
Yeah. But you know what I've come to realize as well? This, I don't know what the other crop circles are like because I can't remember them because they were from years ago. But this, I don't even remember what this thing is called. But the movie that goes with this album, because there's always a movie with every album, is fucking hilarious. He's trying to be like Willy Wonka, but in the hood. So he's like, if you get a golden roll in paper, that you can go to his factory or his grow house, and then he does the Willy Wonka stuff to every single guest. So someone eats some food they shouldn't eat, someone touches something they shouldn't touch, and this and that. And honestly, I looked at Nines in a different light. I'm like, you're just like, you're having fun, and most rappers don't want to have the mick taken out of them, or whatever. But it's like you fully lent into this Willy Wonka character. And it's like he's still being himself, but it's very comedic. And obviously it's not no like Oscar winning performances or actors or anything like that. It's just a good time. And no one else is really making movies for their albums. So
No.
to kind of go back to what Kieran's saying, I think he's just funny. I think he just wants to laugh.
Yeah, man. Just quickly back to that Johnny Cage song, Sam. I feel like you've been saying this for a while, but I feel like K-Trap low key is one of the best flows in the country. Not on like a proper technical level, but I've always whenever I've listened to K-Trap, I like K-Trap. It's not like I'm just realizing like he's good, but it's more like I was listening to him like just ride the beat, and it wasn't like a super lyrical, miracle, technical stuff, but he just sounds slick, so slick.
Sounds comfortable. He sounds so cozy.
Comfortable
Every
is a
beat
good
he
word,
raps
actually.
on, he's oh man. I don't want to get on my rant about drill rappers, but anyone who's listened to more than one episode will know I think drill rappers are the best flow masters out of the whole UK scene. They catch pockets and say things, when they're doing it right, that I don't think any other rapper would even think of. And K-Trap is an example of that. Digga D as well. Who's that guy who just went prison as well? He's got the song about Air Force Ones. I don't know what his name. Oh man, that's a shame. Hang on a sec.
Just went prison.
Dig that. There we go.
Oh,
Sorry, I knew it was close to Digga D. Digga D, Dig That. K-Trap, obviously Heady One. He's gone a bit more commercial now, but those guys, and I'm forgetting about all the actual like masked rappers that are actually still active. But even what's the guy with the mask that had that song Gentleman? Fuck, I'm just fucking up all over the place. There's loads of drill rappers that are crazy, and I'm glad you've come to appreciate K-Trap. K-Trap is
like I say, I've never like not liked K-Trap, but this song, I was in the car and I was like, oh my goodness, this is like different level.
Considering what you've heard before as well in the previous bits of the song, you're like, oh, this is crazy, and then K-Trap just comes and does something not completely different, but something that just sounds not as great as what you've heard. But it's like he's still there. Do you know what I mean? He's not. This isn't a weak verse. This is a great time. So
very slick. Okay. Probably a good time to plug the playlist. So, as we say on every release recap, check out our monthly playlist. It's where we share some of our favorite singles or the biggest releases of the month. Go and check that one out. Anyone here, any particular singles anyone's been like had heavy in rotation?
I had a lot of the Parsaloo stuff playing. He did like a live kind of what's it called? Not like a Tiny Desk, but he did like a live version of a song. That was pretty good. So yeah, Parsaloo, I'm excited for what Parsaloo's gonna do. The 9 songs, the singles, been enjoying those with the videos. The videos are fantastic, like the music videos for them. But outside of that, not really. No, I'll be honest, I haven't really listened to much of the playlist because I felt like nothing was coming out. Do you know what I mean?
There's a lot of UK stuff on here.
Yeah, I was about to say UK's. It's been good this month.
Okay,
Da Vinci Code by Chip as well. That was
He's really barring on that. So at first I was like, oh, he's just doing the grind, but then I deeped it one day. He's spitting really tight on that.
Yeah, new pot of paper.
I mean, there's a lot of good songs on here. I've definitely listened to all of them, but I just nothing really stands out. Like nothing's really. It's not like the months before. I was like, oh, this one and this one and this one. It's like,
yeah. I think the one for me, I mean, it's just dropped, but I love it. Is New Navy Blue and an artist called Zumo, and the track's called Good Orderly Direction. Navy Blue is like, wow, man, one of my rappers of the year so far.
Didn't Navy Blue just drop an album last month though? So how's he dropping singles now? I'm a bit confused.
I think it's I don't know if it's a feature or just another collab. But you know what these artists are like now? They release so much music. But yeah, he did. He dropped Memoirs in Armor. I think that's what the project's called last month. Probably my favorite album of the year, personally. But yeah. So it was a surprise, because it is so soon after this album. But I don't know if it's actually his track. I think it might be a feature, maybe.
Have you heard from this Zumo guy before? Is this a new?
Nope.
Did you go check any of Zumo?
I might have heard Zumo. I think they're a producer, but I've never heard the name before. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one. I know Cole dropped a couple features this month. How are we feeling about J. Cole post?
I'm liking it.
The ASAP Rocky song's quite good.
He's going back to the run.
I don't know if it's going to be as good as the last feature run, but he's still having a good time.
Yeah, he's definitely doing this thing.
So what's he talking about on this? Because I've not heard the new one with T Grizzly. What's this verse about? What's he saying?
He's having fun. I like it because he's just having fun on it, but he's spitting with that cadence, like he's the GOAT still. It's nice.
Okay.
I'm still
Interesting.
trying to forget about the song he dropped earlier this year, which was called like Grippy or something. It was.
Oh, that song was terrible. That song was.
Has anyone heard
awful.
that apart from
Yeah,
Theo?
Heard it
man,
once,
that
heard it
song
once.
is
Yeah,
shocking.
I'm trying to be like, really? Like, why? And the thing is, I love Cash Cobain. I think Cash Cobain might be my artist of the year. But that song with J. Cole, it should have never existed. Coming off the back of the album he just dropped before, to come out with that song afterwards, I'm like, are you that desperate for plays?
Wow.
I'm worried about J. Cole, man. I worry about
We're all
Jermaine.
human. We're all human.
Nah,
make
J. Cole's a
mistakes.
goat. He's not even a human. He's a different species. Yeah, I think ASAP Rocky and him did a little good thing on the Rosary track, but
Yeah.
I haven't heard the new
Production again.
teaser, whatever it's called, T Grizzly. I didn't even know it was out.
Yeah. No, I knew that Cole dropped a feature, but I just haven't got to it yet. Yeah. Okay. Any other projects this month? Kieran, I remember you mentioned new Kweli.
That Talib Kweli album is good. I'm trying to make up my mind if I actually like it or not. I don't know. It's one of those ones.
What does that mean?
Like,
if you've listened to it more than once, that means you like it.
I've listened to it a few times, but it's like I like the production on it, and I'm thinking, has Kweli gone past his sell-by date?
Oh, hidden hand already. Sell by date.
Yeah, like.
That is
Because
something
he was
else,
rapping good
man.
on that Black Star album. He was actually rapping good. I enjoyed that. On Liberation 2, there was a question mark, and when it released on streaming, I was like, I'm not even interested in listening to it anymore. And now that this has dropped, it's like he's like, in one perspective he's on a run, but the other perspective is just like, I think I've heard enough now at this point as well.
Oh wow.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Well, what about the
Cool.
producer then? J. Rawls. What are they saying?
That production is cool, man. That sounds like classic Kweli. Like, I think Sam will remember the High Tech album. Reflections.
I don't remember many
Yeah.
Kweli projects, but there was one where he had a song called Everything Man. I don't know if that's that project or in that period, but that was when I was heavy on Talib Kweli.
You taught me about Kweli.
Yeah, I had a bit of a moment with him. I'm telling lies, actually. I think I discovered him in my like early teens and then had to go back because like Eardrum came out and I was like, oh wow, Eardrum's amazing. This is an amazing rapper. Like, I hope he does something new. He's new school. And then my uncle was like, Talib Kweli's been around for ages. And he showed me quality and all this kind of stuff. I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really checking for Talib Kweli. And I thought we cancelled him. I thought we was doing
This
that.
is what I was going to ask. Did we cancel him for something?
Well,
didn't he do something silly?
the true story is we were gonna record a Talib Kweli like Discog discussions or something
And
like
then we
that.
cancelled it, didn't we?
No, we were going to battle.
Oh, okay. Battles
Was it a
don't count
battle?
then, but still, the listeners don't even know about the battles. But in all honesty, I thought he was cancelled. So like, he might even be blocked on Spotify. Like, he doesn't come up.
Oh God!
Very few artists get blocked like that, but it happens
They
from time to
blocking
time.
Kweli and not some other people. Wow.
I don't care, man. I still listen to R. Kelly, man. I like Ignition, man.
Oh wow.
You can't tell me you don't like them songs. I still listen to Kanye. You can't cancel Kanye, not in this house.
No.
I don't know if I can listen to R. Kelly, man. I've got that.
No, man.
You lot are
Gives me
just
the-
trying to
gives
be
me the
too
creeps.
PC. Hey, R. Kelly's got bangers. Bounce. Hey,
No,
come on now.
all you got to think about is what goes through that man's mind, and then
Doesn't matter. The bangers come out of it. It's fine.
No, not for me.
When
Not
Harriet
for
said,
me,
"Brothers,
never
listen
for
now,
me."
to believe you can fly," I was like, "No, yeah, you can't listen to that anymore, man." Turn that.
You gotta let them, man. Just
Hey, nah.
play it on low.
That man wrote, "Age ain't nothing but a number." I'll leave that there.
Getting down ain't nothing but a thing. Come on now.
What about Future, Sam? Mixtape Pluto.
I don't even listen to that. Come on, let me exist in peace. I can't listen to that. I'm trying to have a nice time and be a family man out here. I can't listen to that. I want to. I really want to, but I can't. I can't. Not yet. I have to have a bad day. Then I'll flip it on, find the one banger, and then I'll call it a day. But yeah,
come back to
I
that
mean,
one.
from my guesses, it's probably just Future rapping the whole time. I imagine there's no features because he's probably exhausted all his feature juice for the year with the last 4 projects he dropped this year. So
That sounds
I
a
ain't
bit
played
crazy.
that. Huh?
That sounded a bit crazy. Feature juice.
Feature juice.
Whoa. Okay. Anyone heard the new Blue in Exile?
Nah.
I checked it, but it made me think, have I ever even liked Blue rapping? I feel like, is he actually saying something that's captivating me, or does it just sound good? That was my
I thought about this. I thought about this when I was obsessed with that one song he had. Was it "Dancing in the Rain" or something like that?
That's a good song.
Classic.
I was
album.
like, yeah, he's one of the best. I listened to the whole project. Like, this is weak. Do you know what I mean? This is not going anywhere.
Below the Heavens.
I just wasn't feeling it.
Nah, man.
I like Below the Heavens, but
Yeah, Below the Heavens is fantastic. But no, I know what you mean. Like Blue is one you can't deny him as a lyricist, and there's got a really like a lot of music release, big career. But yeah, he's never been like a favorite of mine. And I know what you mean. I don't really get like sucked in, and I don't feel I find myself like returning to projects a lot. But then I listen to the projects like this one, like one of the more recent ones with Exile as well, and I'm like, it's high quality stuff. But yeah, for some reason, it's not really sticking with me. But I like this new album.
Sean, it's that bar. And you could probably pick out the track. He says top 5 ever, and I hate when people say that when you know that it's not true. Like, how can Blue to be telling me he's top 5 ever? Like,
Yeah, but that's part of the sport, isn't it? That's part of the sport of rap. You believe you're the best. It doesn't matter if you are the best. If you don't believe you're the best, no one else will.
You have to believe you're the best. Yeah, you have to put.
I was going to say, all I'll say to that is, yeah. All I'll say, sorry, Phil. I think it's all like my Wi-Fi went there, so I think I spoke over you. What did you say?
I
just deleted his whole point and I didn't continue. He was like, yeah. So that wait, who was talking? What the fuck are you were talking?
I was just getting random words come through. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, my bad.
I was just saying that.
Oh no, I'll leave it that. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I was just saying the mindset you've got to go
out of that.
You got to go in with the mindset of believing you're the best, even if you're not the best. Like, I gave Cool Days stick for that. Like, I'm the best rapper under 25. I still find that like ridiculous. But you have to have that mindset when you're rapping, regardless of whether people believe it or not. That's what you have to go with.
I don't think Blue is in the conversation when people talk about the greats, though. There might be some very niche people out there that go, Blue is one of the best rappers to ever touch the face of this earth. I don't think so.
I think he's up there from a lyricist standpoint. Like if we're talking overall, then like no, he wouldn't like come high in my my list or whatever. But as a lyricist, I think he's definitely up there. But the only thing I would say, Kieran, I think it's more than reasonable for you to feel that way. But we have to keep that same energy when Cole starts talking about putting rappers necks in nooses again and stuff like that.
I don't think he's doing
what I mean? Because he's going to get there again. If this run, if he picks up momentum,
he's been saying it again. To some of these new features, I think he's been talking that smack again. It's like,
listen, I love Cole, but that's not hitting the same anymore, is it? Like, it's not after what happened. So, yeah, I don't know why I brought it back to Cole. Sorry, Cole.
We've already mentioned all 3 of the forbidden names that we try not to mention all the time. We mentioned Drake, we mentioned J. Cole, and we mentioned Kanye. So it's a good. No, we didn't mention R. Kelly. What are you talking about? We didn't mention
Diddy,
that guy.
This has been a mad convo.
Yeah, actually, you started off with Diddy.
Nah, see,
you started it off on a bad note.
Well, I didn't. I wanted to try and like. I'm seeing healthy conversation around it, and I wanted to try and bring that here because I think it is a moment for just everyone, and I'm talking like artists, anyone in the industry, fans as well, to just like stop and go, this can't happen again anymore. And I don't think I really articulated that right at the beginning, but I think that's kind of why I brought it in, and there's some somewhat parallels with Kendrick and what he's saying as well about just like let's reset now. Like this is terrible. Let's figure this out going forward. Listen, you can still party, you can still like brag about having nice things and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but it's the other stuff that comes with it. And when people get to this certain level of power and they become, quote unquote, untouchable, these these horrific things go on, and it's like let's try and get back to the core of this thing, and bring some more positive vibes and uplift people rather than all this other weird fucked up shit. That was my intention. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to bring the darkness, so my bad.
No, we liked it. We liked it, and it got us in a good space to discuss what we were discussing this month of, you know, not alternative rappers, but people rapping from a real perspective. And arguably, even though we said, oh, people aren't really making albums that much anymore. Okay, LL Cool J's album is more like a playlist, yes, but The Alchemist tried to make an album. Nines definitely made an album, but the problem is, like you said, there is a bit of a formula to a Nines album. I'm not mad at the formula. I don't think it particularly flows that well, but I think if you watch the film, you actually get to experience the music with a bit of something going on. Do you know what I mean? Normally you just have a music video to cling to, but in this case, you hear some songs playing in the background of certain scenes. You hear some songs that get, you know, featured as a big moment. It's quite nice to experience an album in that way. Like you get kind of like a little visit around the album, and you hear the whole thing and get a little story to go with it as well.
I think to be clear, and because I don't want to seem like I'm disrespecting other artists, because I think there's obviously artists out there, indie, underground, whatever you want to say, alternative, even in the mainstream, that are putting together fantastic bodies of work and music. I guess I'm talking about a real like small selection of like, I'm talking about I guess like people that move the needle, people that have the power to like actually change things and shift culture, and like where everyone taps in. And it kind of leads me to like a final question, really, is like, who can actually do that these days now? Like, which artists are able to, like I say, move the needle and really kind of begin new eras and like have everyone sort of stopping what they're doing? Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. I think there's only kind of two at the minute that can do it.
Nobody. I don't think anybody has that kind of power. I think everyone's chasing the same shit. But go on, tell me the people.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Would you not think? Do you not think Kendrick's been doing that this year? Like not really. Think about Not Like Us and even like this most recent single. I don't want to seem like I'm picking sides or like I'm trashing anyone, but like for instance, Drake's dropped how many songs since the whole thing?
Don't know.
Well, so there's that, and then Kendrick drops this single, and everyone's like, "Oh, we got to listen to it." Do you know what I mean? It's like, so for me, Kendrick's one of them at the minute, where it's like, if Kendrick puts out an album, it's gonna like the internet's gonna shut down. Everyone's gonna check in.
Do you know what's this new song with what are we calling it? I feel like if an album just sounded like that, I don't think it would shift the culture. Not
you're talking about watching the Party Dial, the unofficial.
I like that song, but I don't think the masses would. I know it's got a lot of plays, but Kendrick's got a lot of fans, isn't he?
No, but really, like he's probably not going to do that though, is he? I know Mr. Morale was very left field for for him and mainstream speaking, but like this next one's probably going to be like if you think about that, what's the track that he previews on the Not Like Us video? Is it Broccoli or something like that? I don't know
whatever that song is. He needs to drop that immediately. It sounds like
it's going to be something.
Yeah, this sounds amazing.
So I think to be honest, like right now, I feel like Kendrick and Travis are the two where I'm like, they do something, everyone's like, I'm checking in. That's and it would have been Drake.
I can see, because Travis has a whole wave of people behind him because he was the first of that style. You know, he's the son of Kendrick.
Like, he's not just like
Kanye. Sorry,
making trash, is he?
Well. The last album had a lot of trash on it, a lot of noise, but it had some bangers on it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think you're right about Travis. I don't know about Kendrick. I think every Kendrick album, like I said, is different, and every album brings him a new set of fans. Up until Mr. Morale, where everyone who came from To Pimp a Butterfly and maybe from Damn was like, "What the fuck is this?" It's like, what do you mean, what the fuck is this? This is good music. No, this doesn't sound like To Pimp a Butterfly. This doesn't sound like Damn. Do you know what I mean? But the Good Kid, Mad City fans are like, yeah, this is a good Kendrick album. I like to see him come full circle. But the fans he picks up every new release, they're not vibing with him every time. But now we got Not Like Us. I can't explain to you how big the song is. The song has gone outside of the rap culture, and it's just people sing it for karaoke now. Like,
that's wild.
It's gone from being a diss track to like main stage. I'm surprised someone didn't do it for your Mars Singer thing, but I guess that's not really what PC kind of talk.
That is not PC. Could you imagine pulling up and saying that? A minor
Stranger Danger anthem.
Yeah,
but it's like it is the modern day hit 'em up. Like we wanted that from Kendrick, and he gave it to us, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
So I'll be interested to
having
see
said
what
that-
Kendrick does.
But having said that, like just to make sure that I'm not being like a Kendrick fanboy, is like, I think that if this beef didn't happen, and to be even more specific, if Not Like Us didn't happen, I probably wouldn't be saying that at this point in his career. I don't know if he had, like, after, especially the long hiatus and then Mr. Morale. I think he did lose an element of really sort of like having the culture, as he calls it, in his palm of his
Facts.
hand. and all
Remember
that.
that Keem track that he dropped last year? That was just
Hillbillies.
Like some low
Hillbillies.
Yeah,
That was
low-key.
hard though.
It was
Yeah,
hard,
that was-
but it was low key, man. It wasn't moving
But
culture.
it didn't last, did it? Like
Yeah,
it
it didn't
did well
last at all.
charts wise for a week or so, and then it didn't. You know what I mean? Whereas now, I feel like if Kendrick drops an album, it's probably going to sell like 500,000 first week, and it's probably going to be in the charts for a while. But the longer
Same
it
with
goes
Travis
on,
as well. Yeah.
and same with Travis, yeah.
Well, this year we've had more Kendrick drops than we've had over the last 6. You know what I mean? Like, it's absolutely crazy. But we'll see. We'll see.
Kendrick
Only
drops
time
EP
can
of the
tell.
year.
But I don't think he's going to drop anything this year. If Kendrick Lamar drops an album this year, I'll be completely shocked.
Yeah,
Because he can't Beyonce drop. That's the problem. He can't Beyonce drop like certain other rappers can. He has to promote it
I
properly
think
so
at
people know it's
this
coming.
stage he can though, because he set it up. He has set it up to just press that button again.
I don't know if Kendrick's always sitting on songs. That I do know, but I don't know if he's sitting on albums.
He's got so
sitting,
many
he's
unreleased
sitting on
songs that
so
are-
many songs. It's actually a joke. The amount of unreleased
All
Kendrick
those
songs
leaked
that I've
tracks,
seen,
man.
that I've listened to.
Well, the example
they
I'll
are
give you is
fire.
we all know Kendrick's like got a couple hard drives of music that he lost or whatever, and then he's got other music that he's still got. But like Kanye is sitting on fully finished, ready to go albums that he just throws in the bin because he's crazy. But Kendrick's not sitting on albums, is he?
Apparently, Kendrick and Kanye have got
Yeah.
like a whole album's
hear
worth
that?
together. Yeah,
Where?
apparently
Where
they
did
do.
that come
I don't
from?
know. I've heard that.
Consequence
I've read
was
it.
on Bootleg
Yeah.
Kev, wasn't he? And he said that Kendrick and Kanye have a Madlib produced album or something like that unreleased.
Drop it immediately. Drop it while the fire is hot. Yeah, that's crazy. But I think 2024 is like wrapping up nicely. Obviously, we got 2, 3, 4. Why am I just counting? 2, 3 more months left to see what comes out. But realistically, I don't see anybody trying to drop in the latter half of the year. Everybody's always aiming for like January, February, then the summer months or the start of the summer months, springtime. No one's ever dropping towards the end of the year. And if they do, it kind of, you know what I mean, it never gets the love it deserves.
Yeah, I don't really know which
that's
like
true.
what's coming now in terms of big artists, because I know that the Rocky album
nothing's
just keeps
confirmed.
getting pushed back, and
Yeah,
yeah,
I think we've had it all.
which makes me think like, is it going to be Kendrick who drops towards the end of the year? Has he ever even dropped at this time of year? By the way, and
Dropped in November last time, didn't he? Or no,
Yeah.
I'm bugging.
No, that was like
talking
May,
shit.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
he
always-
did.
yeah.
Oh, Good Kid, Mad City was October.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It could be Kendrick's time. It could be.
Drake drops any time of year, but nowadays I think Drake has to think about what he's doing a bit more. He can't do what he used to do.
Well, yeah, like I say, I think until I don't even know about recent years, but there was a time where Drake was in that conversation of like, think about views and stuff like that, what the impact that had, even like Scorpion. But yeah, this whole situation is, I don't think he's pulling in the same sort of attention. And
We could get a surprise Cole drop if he's doing the feature runs. That means he's trying to do something, but I don't know what it could be. It's definitely not any of the aforementioned albums that we know about, like It's a Boy or whatever else, or the Fall Off. Might just be some other random shit.
Who knows?
I mean,
like this beef has just changed stuff, hasn't it? Like
Well, of course it has.
all the
People don't
plans
wanna
that people
drop.
have had. It's different.
Yeah, man. I've been thinking about this a lot this month. I know I've already spoken about it a lot, but like, just it feels like something's changing. I don't know if it will be long-term change, but it feels like there's been a real, like, almost like a shift. There's like a seismic like shift that's happened this year that's just rocked everyone. Like, who would have thought this? Imagine saying this time last year that Drake would be in this situation. No, I would never have thought this, man.
Nah,
Ever.
you couldn't predict it if you tried because it just came out of nowhere. Literally
Yeah, yeah.
nowhere. On a random Future album, Kendrick started going crazy, and normally you think, Drake's just going to ignore it. Drake comes back, Kendrick comes back, Drake comes back, Kendrick comes back, Drake comes back, And then it just got a bit too silly. Like there was some nights where I was losing sleep because I was like, I don't want to miss it. I was like, bro, just go to sleep, relax.
I remember waking up thinking there was a new track every single time. I was getting hella gas.
These are once in a lifetime types of beefs. We'll never see something like this again in our lifetime, or we probably won't care enough to experience it the way it is now.
Not in a generation. Yeah, for sure. I think. Okay,
listen to the playlist.
Listen to the playlist, and not R. Kelly.
No, listen to R. Kelly and the playlist. I want to put some R. Kelly on the playlist. New R. Kelly dropping. New single alert.
Hey, this is Sean, and thanks for listening to another episode of The Grey Area. Are you an upcoming artist, critic, journalist, or content creator? Hit us up on our Discord or in our YouTube comments if you want to share new music, take part in an interview, or are interested in collaborating. Links to these can be found in the show notes. Take care.